Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glide through life, calm and composed, while others feel like they're drowning in a sea of stress and emotions? What if I told you that the difference isn't in the circumstances, but in the way we respond to them, in how we control our words, emotions, and even our finances? It's time to stop being the victim of life's storms and start taking control of the helm. Because mastering yourself could be the key to mastering your entire life. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to remain calm and composed no matter how turbulent life gets, while many of us often lose control? It's like we're constantly tossed around by the waves, letting impulsive words wound the people we care about, letting fleeting emotions sabotage relationships, letting our finances slip through our fingers, and allowing our minds to spiral into doubt and negativity. If you've ever felt like a small boat adrift in a stormy ocean, swept away by the current of circumstances, it's time to pause and ask yourself, how can I take the helm of my own life? According to Stoic philosophy, peace doesn't come from avoiding the waves. It comes from mastering the art of self-control. This means controlling your words, emotions, finances, and most importantly, your mind. What I'm about to share with you isn't distant theory or vague advice. It's a collection of timeless principles, tested and proven by those who faced life's hardships and emerged stronger, living with purpose and resilience. Don't skip a single part of this, because within these words, you may just find the keys to mastering your life. This could be the moment you stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the architect of your destiny. Are you ready? Let's begin this journey together. Number 1. Choose your words and communicate. With-intent words are like a never-ending stream. Each word you utter holds the power to build or destroy. Reflect for a moment. Have you ever felt a wave of relief from someone's encouraging words? Or been deeply hurt by a thoughtless remark? In Stoicism, words aren't just tools of communication, they're instruments that shape your reality. The way you choose and wield your words not only reflects your inner self, but also determines how the world responds to you. As Epictetus wisely said, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. This advice underscores the importance of speaking with awareness, not impulsive emotion. Imagine words as water. A clear stream can nourish a field, bringing life, yet the same water, if unchecked, can become a flood, devastating everything in its path. Words are no different. A simple encouragement like "I believe in you" can profoundly change someone's life, while a careless criticism might strip away their confidence. Sadly, we often fail to grasp the impact of our words until it's too late. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Your reality and your very essence are painted by the thoughts and words you cultivate. In the whirlwind of daily life, it's easy to get swept up in fleeting emotions. A heated outburst can inflict lasting emotional scars, and even an offhand comment might shatter someone's self-esteem. So, how do you start mastering your words and controlling your impact on the world? And that's just the beginning of how you can begin to take charge of your life. Next, we'll dive into another powerful principle that can help you reclaim control, mastering your emotions. Ready? Let's move forward. As we've seen, words have the power to shape our reality and impact others in ways we may never fully understand. But what happens when those words turn inward? When we speak to ourselves with the same negativity we often direct at others, but the harm isn't limited to others. Negative self-talk ensnares you too. When you repeatedly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you're constructing a psychological prison, brick by brick. This cycle of negativity fuels self-doubt and closes the door to opportunity. It's a self-sabotaging loop that can be hard to break. A simple story highlights the profound power of words. A man once dropped a large bill on the street. He thought to himself, "Whoever picks this up will probably waste it." On the other hand, the person who found the bill thought, "Perhaps this is a chance to help someone in need." Through mere thoughts or unspoken words, two individuals experienced entirely different emotions and took entirely different actions. Remember, even words you consider harmless can ripple outward with unforeseen consequences. However, words don't merely possess the power to destroy. They also hold an extraordinary capacity to heal and build. Imagine yourself as an artisan, crafting bridges that connect hearts to hearts, people to people. Using nothing but the words you choose, every sincere utterance, whether it's a small compliment or a simple acknowledgement, serves as a brick laid firmly in the foundation of relationships. When you tell someone you appreciate them or express pride in their accomplishments, you not only uplift their spirit, but also strengthen the trust and bond between you. Positive words carry an immense ripple effect. They are like seeds sown into the soil, growing over time to bear the sweet fruits of empathy, understanding, and love. Nelson Mandela stands as a powerful testament to the healing strength of words. He endured nearly 3 decades in prison, bearing the weight of injustice and the bitterness of apartheid. Yet, upon his release, he chose not to let anger or hatred shape his speech. Instead, Mandela wielded words of forgiveness and reconciliation to rebuild a nation fractured by division. In his iconic speeches, he often reminded South Africans, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." With gentle yet compelling words, he persuaded an entire nation that forgiveness and unity were the only paths to peace. Mandela's words went beyond soothing the wounds of the past. They ignited hope in millions, inspiring them to believe in a brighter future. His legacy proves that thoughtful, meaningful words can bring about miraculous change not just for individuals, but for entire societies. This brings us to the next lesson we must learn to master: how to control our emotions and not let them control us. Ready to dive deeper into how mastering our inner world leads to outer success? Let's continue. As we continue, remember, mastering our words not only transforms our personal interactions, but can change the course of entire nations. So, how do we become more intentional in a world filled with distractions and emotional reactions in the life of an individual and even in the destiny of an entire nation? The power of words cannot be underestimated. So how can we master our words in a world where emotions often overshadow reason? It begins with a simple yet powerful practice: pausing before you speak. A simple question to ask yourself in the heat of the moment is this necessary? Will it help or worsen the situation? This question acts as a brake, stopping you from saying something you might later regret. It's a small step that can save you from countless emotional missteps. Take a deep breath. Let the emotions settle. Then speak from a place of truth and goodwill. As Seneca wisely said, it is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence. Sometimes silence is the wisest response. It not only prevents unnecessary conflict, but it also allows for deeper reflection. Think of it as the moment of stillness before the storm, the time to consider your words carefully before they take flight into the world. But mastering words with others is just one part of the puzzle. The next step is to practice speaking positively to yourself. Begin each day with affirmations, even simple ones like today. I'll do better than yesterday, or I have what it takes to overcome this challenge. These may seem like simple phrases, but their power in reshaping your mindset is immense. When positivity becomes a habit, it not only transforms your own attitude, but it also radiates outward to those around you. By speaking kindly to yourself, you create a ripple effect, spreading positive energy through your words. Recognize that your words aren't fleeting sounds, they are seeds planted in other souls. Instead of complaining, shift your perspective. Look toward the brighter side of any situation. Facing a tough task at work, tell your colleagues, "This is challenging, but I believe we can overcome it together." These words don't just encourage, they foster a spirit of teamwork and collaboration. With loved ones, share genuine appreciation. A simple, "I'm so proud of you and everything you've accomplished," can make a world of difference. Small, heartfelt compliments can warm hearts and ignite motivation. These positive words create a ripple effect, fostering understanding, encouragement, and compassion within your community. Controlling your words isn't easy. It demands patience, self-awareness, and practice. But you can start with small, deliberate actions each day. Challenge yourself to have a complaint-free day, focusing solely on constructive, positive words. When anger rises, pause. Ask yourself, is this worth disrupting the peace around me? By mastering your words, you also master your emotions and actions. But it doesn't stop there. Reflect on your reality. Are you building or destroying with your words? Are you sowing seeds of opportunity and connection, or are you creating unnecessary fractures? Remember, words are not just tools of communication. They are the foundation of who you are. Like a quiet stream carving through mountains over time, every word you speak shapes your life and the lives of those around you. Start today. Practice a complaint-free day. Speak only words that uplift and build. Look for the good in others and in yourself. If you make a mistake, admit it sincerely and use your words to create healing and growth. As we work on mastering our words, we'll find that mastering our emotions and actions follows naturally. Let's move on to the next step: how to take full control over your emotions and create lasting change in your life. Ready to dive in? Let's go. As we continue our journey, remember, mastering your words is just the first step. To truly transform your life, mastering your emotions becomes just as essential. Words have the power to mend what's broken. Each time you succeed, you're not just controlling your words, you're mastering your mind, your emotions, and your entire life. Change doesn't come from promises, it comes from action. You begin by mastering your words. This is where peace, success, and happiness start. Are you ready to start? Because one positive word today could transform your entire life. So, what will you say to spark that change? I'd be honored to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't hesitate. This is a space for us to grow and learn together. Number 2. Master your emotions to stay composed. Have you ever wondered why some people can calmly handle the same situation that might send you into a tailspin? Emotions, like a raging river, can either carry us to the shores of peace or pull us into dangerous whirlpools. Without learning to manage our emotions, we risk becoming a drifting boat, surrendering to the uncertain currents. But if you master the helm, you can navigate the flow, building a life of freedom and harmony. Emotions are not just psychological reactions, they are the lens through which you view the world. Imagine wearing gray tinted glasses on a bright, sunny day. Everything around you seems bleak and dismal, even though the world is full of light. That's how negative moods distort reality. As Epictetus wisely said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. It is your perception of a problem, not the problem itself, that determines your emotions. Therefore, mastering your emotions is the key to freeing your mind from unnecessary turmoil. When negative emotions take the lead, the consequences extend far beyond your mood. They ripple through every aspect of your life. A bad day that begins with minor frustration can quickly escalate into impulsive actions. You lash out at a colleague over a small mistake, snap at your family despite their innocence, and these moments deepen the gaps in your relationships. Remember, actions driven by emotions often cause lasting harm far greater than the original trigger. Marcus Aurelius emphasized, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realizing this truth gives you strength. By allowing external circumstances to manipulate your emotions, you relinquish your greatest power, the control of your inner self. Negative emotions don't just harm relationships, they cloud your vision and cause you to miss valuable opportunities. In anger or frustration, it's difficult to see the bigger picture where great possibilities are waiting. An entrepreneur fails not because they lack talent, but because they succumb to the fear of failure. As Winston Churchill wisely observed, a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Your mood dictates whether you perceive challenges as obstacles or opportunities. Have you ever watched a seasoned professional handle the pressure of a media frenzy? No question is too challenging, no tone too sharp or provocative to unsettle them. They tackle every situation with remarkable confidence, humor, and poise. Even when met with harsh words, they remain composed, avoiding emotional reactions that could escalate the situation. This skill doesn't just come from experience. It comes from the understanding that impulsive reactions can quickly worsen any scenario. The media, like a silent predator, waits for any misstep or outburst. Yet, with firm emotional control, these experts turn pressure into opportunity, steering discussions their way. The lesson is clear, whether in a press room or everyday life. Staying calm and in control of your emotions always provides the greatest advantage. By mastering your emotions, you gain the power to control not just your reactions, but the direction of your life. Now that we understand the power of emotional control, let's move to the next crucial step: how to master our actions and make them align with our goals. Ready to take the next step? Let's dive in. As we've seen, mastering your emotions is crucial for navigating life's challenges with composure. Now, let's dive deeper into how emotional control can serve as the foundation for confidence, relationships, and even your financial future. Imagine yourself as a composed spokesperson, responding to every question or criticism with a steady heart and a clear mind. Think of a striking example: President Barack Obama during a 2013 speech at the USA National Defense Academy, when activist media Benjamin repeatedly interrupted him, demanding immediate action to close Guantanamo Bay. President Obama remained unshaken. Instead of allowing frustration to take over, he responded calmly but firmly, saying, "Now, Mom, let me finish. Part of free speech is you being able to speak, but also me being able to speak." This composure didn't just demonstrate self-mastery. It illustrated how emotional control is essential for maintaining calm in intense moments. Obama didn't simply react to the interruptions. He understood that an angry or uncontrolled response could quickly turn into damaging headlines. He showed that emotional control is not only a leadership skill, but a tool for resolving conflict with finesse. This story reminds us that in any stressful situation, calmness is the foundation for confidence and credibility. So when you face life's challenges, take inspiration from such examples. Pause, take a deep breath, and remember that you always have a choice in how you react. Your response doesn't only determine the outcome of the situation, it also shapes how others perceive you, like those poised professionals. Under media scrutiny or President Obama in the spotlight, you too can shrug off challenges and move forward with unshakable determination. In doing so, you'll confidently say to yourself, "Next. However, mastering emotions isn't easy. It requires practice and practical methods. The first step is emotional awareness. When your mind feels unsteady, pause and ask yourself, how am I feeling? Is this worth my concern? Identifying your emotions is like turning on the light in a dark room. Only with illumination can you clearly see and bring order to the chaos inside. Another effective way to manage emotions is to cultivate gratitude. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you are thankful for. Whether it's a warm cup of tea in the morning or a stranger's smile on the street, gratitude acts like light, shining into the dark corners of your soul and helping you see the beauty in even the smallest things. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Gratitude teaches you to appreciate the present and reduce unfounded worries about the future. Finding healthy outlets for emotions is another crucial step. Don't let tension build like a pressure cooker. Take a walk in nature. Listen to your favorite music, or simply spend quiet time reflecting. These activities allow you to release emotions healthily instead of letting them explode uncontrollably. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Remember, you always have the power to choose your response to everything around you. Lastly, view your surroundings as a mirror reflecting your emotions. Emotions, like a smoldering flame, burn brighter when fueled by negativity, complaints, doubts, and gloomy energy from others. Can easily pull you into a cycle of exhaustion and discouragement. But when surrounded by optimistic, inspiring, and supportive people, you'll draw strength from them. A positive community is not just a refuge, it's a lighthouse guiding you to maintain calm and strive for good. After all, emotions do not exist in isolation. They resonate and spread among the people we interact with daily. Emotional control is not about suppressing or denying what you feel. It's a journey of understanding and harmonizing with yourself, a candid dialogue with the emotions buried deep within your soul. When you uncover the roots of anger, frustration, or sadness, you hold the key to transforming them. Anger can become the fire of determination, lighting your path forward. Frustration is a lesson that helps you grow from setbacks, and sadness, when properly understood, nurtures depth and empathy. Mastering emotions doesn't just lead to inner peace, it makes life more harmonious and meaningful, where each day brings you closer to the person you aspire to become. So, are you ready to embark on the journey of mastering your emotions and staying calm? Remember, you cannot change the storms of life, but you can always learn to steer your own ship. On this journey, every moment of emotional control brings you closer to inner freedom. Start today. When you master your emotions, your mind becomes clearer, providing the foundation for wiser decisions in every aspect of life. One area that demands careful consideration and control is financial management. Like emotions, money must be handled with purpose and discipline. Let's explore how mastering your finances can shape the future you desire. Ready? Let's dive into the next chapter. As we've discussed, mastering your emotions is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. But let's not forget another crucial element to living a fulfilled life: mastering your finances. Take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what does money truly mean to you? Is it a source of security, a means to achieve your desires, or perhaps is it just a burden through the lens of Stoicism? Money is not just a tool, it's a test of our self-control, wisdom, and perception. Like a river, money can either nourish the fields or sweep everything away if left unchecked. This is why managing money is not only a life skill, but also an exercise in intellect and spirit. Seneca once said, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." This short yet profound statement reveals a deep truth about our relationship with money. For the wise, money is merely a tool, subject to the guidance of intellect and discipline. But for the fool, it becomes a harsh master, leading them down paths of confusion and constant anxiety. Imagine holding the reins of a wild horse. When you maintain a firm grip, the horse will take you to your desired destination, serving your purpose. But if you let go, it will run wild, dragging you into unknown and dangerous paths. Money works the same way if we fail to take control. It dictates our direction, leading us into reckless spending, debt, and endless stress. A lack of financial control not only depletes your wallet, but also robs you of something even more valuable: freedom. Debt is like an invisible chain that traps your mind in worry and helplessness. Every unconsidered expense is a step back from achieving stability and peace of mind. As Seneca warned, even a small lapse in judgment can allow money to take control of your life, forcing you to work relentlessly to pay for your own mistakes. On the flip side, financial management brings freedom. A person who knows exactly where their money is going is someone firmly in control. They don't just live, they master their life. Much like an artist carefully sculpting every detail of their masterpiece, financial planning is not something distant or complex. It's a blend of discipline and awareness. By starting with simple steps, like tracking income and expenses, you'll quickly realize how much you've been wasting. Perhaps you're spending on unnecessary things to fill an emotional void or impress others, things that don't truly add value. In reality, when you hold cash in your hand, the pain of spending feels more real compared to the effortless swipe of a credit card. Studies show that we tend to spend more when using credit cards because the sense of loss becomes blurred. This is not just about different payment methods, it's a deeper lesson in how we approach daily choices. The Stoics advise that we consider everything we do in terms of loss and gain, asking yourself, is this worth the money I'm spending? Is a great way to practice critical thinking and curb wasteful spending. An effective financial plan is not an end goal, but a journey toward freedom and stability. This journey is built upon 3 solid pillars: budgeting, saving, and investing. Each pillar is not just a part of financial planning. It's a reflection of our commitment and ability to manage our most valuable resources: time, money, and opportunities. Budgeting is the foundation of any financial plan. Much like a road map, it guides you toward your goals. Without a budget, your cash flow can easily spiral into chaos, like water flowing aimlessly without channels to direct it. To manage your budget effectively, take inspiration from the famous investor and philanthropist John D. Rockefeller. Even after becoming one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, Rockefeller meticulously recorded every expense. He kept a personal ledger where he detailed all financial figures, updating them daily with precision down to the last decimal. This practice provided him with an objective measure to assess his financial standing, rather than relying on subjective reports from others. He judged his actions by numbers, nothing but numbers. Start by tracking your income and expenses carefully. Use modern tools, such as financial management apps or spreadsheets, to log every transaction. Follow the 50-30-20 rule proposed by Elizabeth Warren, a financial expert and U.S. Senator, allocate 50% of your income to essentials, 30% to personal wants, and 20% to savings. This rule not only helps you control spending, but also ensures you don't sacrifice your future. For immediate gratification, saving acts as your safeguard against life's uncertainties. Like the cornerstone of a building, savings provide a stable foundation that helps you weather financial storms. Warren Buffett, one of the world's greatest investors, emphasizes the importance of saving. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Mastering your finances is more than just about making money. It's about making your money work for you. It's about controlling your spending and planning for your future. As you continue to gain control over your finances, you'll find greater freedom and peace of mind. Ready to take the next step? Let's move on to how investing wisely can shape your future. As we continue, remember, controlling your finances isn't just about making money, it's about managing it wisely and shaping a future that aligns with your true goals. David Bach, author of The Automatic Millionaire, encourages a fundamental approach to money. Don't save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. This statement doesn't just shift the way you think about saving, it prioritizes it above all else. Instead of treating savings as an afterthought, he advises you to start by saving first, ensuring that your future is secure before you allocate money to anything else. The first step in this process: building an emergency fund. This is an amount sufficient to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Why? Because this fund acts as your safety net during unexpected events like job loss, accidents, or illness. But saving isn't just about putting money aside, it's about shaping your lifestyle. Bach also recommends automating your savings, setting up automatic transfers to savings accounts as soon as you receive your paycheck. This way, saving becomes effortless, turning into a natural habit. Imagine it like a river that flows without you having to direct it. Once you set it up, you don't have to think about it. The money is saved before you even notice it's gone. But beyond just saving, you need to invest wisely. There's a timeless principle in investing. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification isn't just a common strategy, it's a shield against unexpected market risks. Nobel Prize-winning economist Harry Markowitz emphasized the importance of this principle. In his Modern Portfolio Theory, proper asset allocation across stocks, bonds, real estate, and gold doesn't just optimize returns, it also acts as a risk mitigation mechanism. Owning a diversified portfolio allows investors to navigate market fluctuations without jeopardizing long-term financial goals. Think of it like building a house with multiple strong pillars. If one pillar weakens, the house may collapse. But when the pillars are solid, the house stands firm through any storm. Beyond knowledge, discipline is the key to successful investing. Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing, warned in his classic book, The Intelligent Investor, that the investor's chief problem, and even his worst enemy, is likely to be himself. Impulsive decisions driven by greed and fear can erode investment gains. That's why staying committed to your plan and sticking to your investment strategy even during market volatility is crucial for long-term success. Budgeting, saving, and investing aren't separate elements, they're interconnected components that create a harmonious financial system. Budgeting helps you understand your cash flow, which forms the basis for saving. Savings provide the resources for investing, and investing optimizes those resources to achieve bigger goals. If one pillar weakens, the entire financial plan falls apart. Treat your money with the same respect and consideration you give your time. Every financial decision you make is not just a transaction, but a profound exchange. You're trading your time, effort, and future for a certain value. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, as the Stoics advised, am I receiving something worth my time and effort in return? If the answer is no, have the courage to walk away. Wise spending is the foundation of financial freedom. Taking control of your finances not only steers you clear of debt, but also paves the way to genuine freedom and happiness. Every dollar you spend, every plan you make, lays the bricks for inner peace and a stable life. So, ask yourself, what will you do to take charge of your finances and ensure that every dollar reflects wisdom, value, and purpose? If this perspective resonates with you, don't hesitate to hit like and support this message. Your engagement encourages me and helps spread these ideas to a wider audience. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I look forward to hearing from you and exploring these ideas together. Now, let's dive into the next crucial step in your journey to financial mastery: how to invest wisely for long-term growth. As we've discussed, mastering your emotions is crucial. But the next step in taking control of your life is mastering your mind. Your mind, much like a blank canvas, is painted by the thoughts you choose to entertain. These thoughts not only shape your emotions, but also form the foundation of every action and decision you make. A positive thought can be the guiding light that leads you through even the darkest of times. On the other hand, a single negative thought can quickly spiral into a whirlwind of doubt and helplessness, pulling you deeper into a cycle of negativity. If you don't take control of your mind, your life becomes a series of passive reactions where you're merely drifting along. Instead of steering your own course, consider the power of a single negative thought, like a tiny spark in a dry forest. It can rapidly spread, consuming everything in its path. When you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," that thought doesn't just stay there, it leads you to avoid challenges, reject opportunities, and miss out on valuable experiences. As these thoughts continue to grow, they pull you further away from your true potential. Instead of living a life full of excitement and purpose, you might find yourself trapped in a cycle of stagnation and regret. But here's what I want you to know. You are not powerless. You have the ability to change the course of your thoughts, transforming your mind from a drifting vessel into a powerful ship that navigates through any storm. Start by carefully choosing what you allow your mind to absorb, just as no one would willingly drink polluted water. You must learn to stay away from negative influences. Think about what you consume daily. The pessimistic news, the stories of failure on social media, or conversations that add no value to your life. These are the murky streams polluting your mental river. Instead, fill your mind with inspiration and optimism. Read books that help you see your potential. Listen to stories of those who have overcome adversity. And most importantly, surround yourself with people who have a positive mindset. Take Viktor Frankl, for example. He endured the horrors of concentration camps but found strength in positive thinking, even in the darkest days. In his book Man's Search for Meaning, he wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Frankl couldn't control his circumstances, but he chose to control his thoughts and outlook. This mindset not only helped him survive, but it also turned his life into a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit. When negative thoughts arise, don't let them take over. Challenge them. If you think, "I can't do this," pause and ask yourself, "Why do I believe that? Is there any real evidence?" Questioning your own doubts will help you realize that the limitations you impose on yourself are often baseless. Instead of saying, "I can't," reframe it as "I can't yet, but I will find a way." This is the first step in transforming negative thinking into constructive growth. Take the story of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball legends of all time. As a young athlete, he was cut from his high school basketball team, a crushing failure that made him doubt himself. But before reaching the pinnacle of success, Jordan faced numerous setbacks, just like everyone else. However, what set him apart was his ability to turn failure into motivation. He once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." His growth mindset enabled him to overcome failures and become a symbol of perseverance and triumph. Another powerful tool to master your mind is practicing positive visualization. Take a few moments each day to envision a better future. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, feeling the joy and pride of your success. For example, if you are learning public speaking, picture yourself confidently delivering a speech and receiving resounding applause. These positive images not only inspire you, but also propel you to take the necessary actions to turn them into reality. In today's fast-paced world, inner peace often feels like a luxury. However, you can reclaim it through mindfulness. Simply sitting quietly for a few minutes each day, focusing on your breath or listening to the sounds around you, can bring clarity and calmness. Practicing mindfulness not only soothes your mind, but also helps you live fully in each moment. Rather than being swept away by life's relentless demands, remember your thoughts, words, and actions not only shape your reality, they define who you are. Your mind is the compass, your words are the ship, and your actions are the sails. If your compass is not pointing in the right direction, no matter how strong the sails are, your ship will drift aimlessly. This is why training your mind to stay focused and optimistic is the cornerstone of moving forward. Finally, let me leave you with this thought. You have the power to choose how you think, and that choice is your greatest strength. Start today by nurturing your mental river. Eliminate negative thoughts as you would remove weeds from a garden. Plant seeds of positivity by reading, learning, and surrounding yourself with inspiring individuals. And don't forget to water them with patience and gratitude. Step out into the world with a mind trained to focus and remain hopeful. You don't have to be a Stoic to do this, but you do need determination and belief in your inner strength. Life is a long journey, and your mind is the guide. We've explored for essential pillars to mastering life: your words, emotions, finances, and mind. Each pillar serves as a key to unlocking the doors of freedom and inner peace. When you control your words, you convey meaning and build genuine connections. When you master your emotions, you remain calm in the face of life's storms. By managing your finances wisely, you free yourself from the weight of material burdens. And by training your mind, you plant seeds of focus and optimism, turning every day into a meaningful journey. Life may bring its challenges, but with these principles as your guide, you won't just overcome them, you'll shine brighter than ever. If this video has inspired you or offered a fresh perspective, don't forget to hit the like button to help spread this message far and wide. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and send this video to those you care about most. Most importantly, make sure to subscribe, because we have so much more incredible content on its way to you. Let today's small actions lay the foundation for a more meaningful tomorrow.